Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Games Workshop. Firstly, I want to say a massive thank you to all of you members that support the channel, everyone on Patreon and everyone that uses the Element Games affiliate link down in the description below. Even if you're buying a few paints and things, using that link and grabbing hold of double the number of crystals really does help the channel. Thank you to everyone that's used that over the past month. Hope you've enjoyed all the content in the past month, all the Space Marines, all the Horus Heresy, and now we've got some Knight content. We'll have even more Knight and Titan content throughout December, and way more live streams as well. So I hope you enjoy all of that content coming up. Let's go on to the news first of all, and there is a lot of news, specifically from the World Championships preview. We'll talk about that in a moment, but let's first of all go back to a week ago, to the 11th of November. Round about here. So new from Black Library, you could pre-order a number of books, including Storm of Iron by Graham McNeil in hardback. It's a book that came out, I want to say like early 2000s, might be late 90s. It's a fantastic book nonetheless, and if you haven't already picked it up, I'd try and pick it up, but yeah, possibly wait until it's in paperback. Leviathan, you can pick up now though. You can pre-order that. A couple of books on the old ebook, audio books and things. Then on the actual Saturday, we had the pre-orders go live. The Red Gobbo Surprise, I think that's like £25. You can download the rules as well. Every year they release this Red Gobbo miniature. I'm dipping out this year. I'm not going to get the Red Gobbo. He might be around for a while, but we also had the Battle Forces up for pre-order. They were snapped up pretty quick, and some of the third-party sellers didn't even get any stock. They've apologised, but it's just not good enough on, I'd say, Games Workshop's part. Games Workshop either didn't give them enough or just decided not to give them any this year, which is a real shame because I always promote building up like your Element Games crystal codes and then spanking them all on a army battle force at the end of the year to get it as cheap as possible. You've also got the Onslaught Swarm for Tyranids, which is a very nice one. You've got the new Gene Stealers and the new Hormagaunts, as well as the Norn Assimilator or Emissary, whichever you want to build. And then you get the awesome Hive Tyrant kit, which has the wings. You can build it as a Swarm Lord, you can build it as a normal Hive Tyrant. Also got the Spearhead Force for Space Marines, which has 15 of the new jump pack Assault Intercessors with jump packs. I found that kit very boring, lack of customization. The captain's alright though, but then you've got the bikes and the Mario Kart. You've got Beast Snagger Stampede. That's fine if you haven't had any of the new orcs, like a year, 2 years ago. Defenders of the Ancestors for Leagues of Votan. You've got Cadian Defense Force, a couple of nice tanks there. Bring your own plastic piece for the bottom because they will be unfinished though. Vengorian Court for Soulblight Gravelords, nice set if you haven't picked up any of those. Warhorde of Eternus, similar. Eternus, fantastic model. You can also build a Chaos Lord on mount in that set. And Primordial Star Host, another great set. Fantastic Saurus Warriors, lovely Croxigor. You've got the Star Priest, which I think is like 55, 60 quid. And some Agrodon Lancers as well. Really nice kit that. Praetorian Spearhead, they've been around for a number of years now, but they're still pretty nice models. You've also got some officially licensed merchandise. You got some Christmas cards. I think it's like 15 quid or 18 quid for 12 cards. You've also got some wrapping paper, which does look quite fun. You've got some baubles as well. You've got a metal tin. You've got a calendar. You've got a couple of advent calendars which are quite pricey, and they just consist of pins. It's odd that they don't show the pins there though, and then they show some pins here. These pins here are not the pins you get in the advent calendar. I want to make that very, very clear. The next day, on the 12th, we had a preview of what's up for pre-order today. it's going full throttle just before Christmas. Warhammer the Horus Heresy Legions Imperialis. This is it. This is the big box set right here, full of Space Marines Mark 6, little tanks, Solar Auxilia, and a pair of Titans and Warhounds. Yeah, I would have preferred it if it was just double this Space Marine force over there, not the Solar Auxilia. It seems a bit odd having Space Marines and then Solar Auxilia. Yes, I get it that they're Death Guard, that's fine. But this is what happens when you don't bring any kind of heresy standard troops into the game. You're just left with, loyalist ones. And I'd like to see the stats of whether there's more loyalist heresy players than traitor. I don't know. I don't know whether there'll be more traitor players. Traitor ones definitely are cooler. But this is what happens when you don't have a full traitor force. You kind of have to lean towards this loyalist Solar Auxilia line. It's a bit of a shame because they could have put something new in there like Mechanicum or Dark Mechanicum as the bedrock of making the larger miniatures, but they didn't. They decided to use the older minis. You got the rule book there, and then you've got Legions Imperialis, the Legions Astartes. So you've got a set there, and then you've got the tanks available separately. Lots of rhinos. The Thunderhawk is coming back. It was around already in Aeronautica. Lovely kit. If you haven't got one in resin or two in resin, then I would strongly advise you to pick one of these up because it's a nice little kit. Even if you have no thoughts on picking up Aeronautica or Legions Imperialis, it is a nice kit. Then, speaking of which, you've got the Solar Auxilia set. You've got some big tanks for them. You've got the Aeronautica Imperial Navy assets, kind of rebranded for Imperialis. Then you've got some Knights again rebranded for Imperialis, and then you've got some more Titans, and you've also got some Questoris Knights, Cerastus Knight Lancers, Reaver Titans and Warlord Titans, plus some special guests from the Forge World range. So yeah, if you see some of these that are very expensive, I think they're going to be like £30 or something. We'll have a look in a moment. Then you'll know that these are little resin minis, and I will be reviewing them, most of them, and I will be reviewing all of them, including the Psi Titan. I'll be building that over December, and the Asterius over December. So that's part of Knight and Titan month is some Legions Imperialis. So if you're getting into that game, my videos might help if you wanted to pick them up. You've got the Legions Imperialis terrain and accessories. Very nice, of course. If you've got Titanicus, then this is going to be great. You've got some army cards, and then you've got the bases. And then for 40k, randomly, you've got the classic Death Leaper and the Red Terror made to order. I think that Red Terror model is just absolutely awful. It's been around for a long time, and it's probably going to be in Finecast. Same for the Death Leaper. I don't know if I've got the Death Leaper. I think I have. I can't remember. I'll have a look. Dawn of Fire, Sea of Souls for 40k by Chris Raitt. And then a special edition of it. Mortal Realms Fiction, you've got Temple of Silence by Richard Strachan. And then a couple more books available in paperback, I think. First Forged and The Last Volari. You've got Print on Demand, Cyphus Kane, I can't pronounce the name. And then you've got German and French novels. And for Warhammer Plus this week, we had the Legions Imperialis Battle Report and Lawmasters Howling Banshees. Very nice. So a lot of pre-orders and news, from last Sunday. The next day we had All Rise for the Honourable Grand Justice Gourmain. It just looks amazing that they've done a that they've created a judge with intestines for like the judge's wig. I think that's brilliant. Oh, it's fantastic. Then you've got Old World Almanac. Let's look at some of the rules coming out. The Red Gobbo, the night before Squigmus. Little article there. And then Rumour Engine. We have some kind of gauntleted hand with some charges. Is it Leagues of Votan? I don't know. You've got recreate iconic scenario with Lieutenant Titus. So you can download a battle plan there. Legions Imperialis, how to recreate some of the greatest battles. So you've got Battle of Istvan 3, Battle of Talan, Drop Site Massacre, Battle of Malek, Battle of Beta Garman. Would have been nice to actually show these battles though, rather than just say, oh, you know, this is the book that you can find it in and things. Ah, well, I thought that's what the article would be about. 5 reasons why our intrepid battle reporters loved playing Imperialis, because they get paid to. So yeah, they big promotion hit here. It's basically Titanicus version 2 because they've got rid of Titanicus. How to play Game of Legions Imperialis. So a little video there of how to play it. Enjoy Realms of Ruin early and enjoy new dark content in Darktide. So Age of Sigmar Realms of Ruin. And then you've got Trade to Curse. It's pretty boring, really. That they just put a link to a video and tell you, and they don't even say when it's coming. It just says it's coming sooner than you may think. Yeah, it would have been nice if they actually wrote an article for that instead of just putting links. Middle Earth strategy game, Return of the King. That looks nice. Yeah, some nice painting there from the community, I think. Heresy Thursday, of course, it's going to be Legions Imperialis. I'm a bit sick of it being Legions Imperialis. Yes, I guess I get that it's set in Horus Heresy, but you know, I would have actually liked them to continue to support Horus Heresy, especially as they've just released a kit, big battle force kind of box set. Weta Workshop unveil Lieutenant Titus. Very nice. 1/6 scale. I think he's very expensive though, from what I've heard. Then you've got Blood Angels Battle Iron Warriors in an incredible new Legions Imperialis diorama at Warhammer World. Nice that they've got a diorama at Warhammer World. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that looks awesome. Very nice. I still think they should bring back their Istvan diorama. That was one of my favourites, but they've scrapped that. World Championships of Warhammer Live. So this was the World Championships. Funny how they've got England. You know, it's not like they've got like a state in America. They've just got England. They haven't got UK. Very odd. You got Warhammer 40,000 Grand Narrative Live, latest lore and action from Atlanta. Okay. You've got Warhammer Age of Sigmar Dawnbringers, New Chronicles, so a little story there. Painting Legions Imperialis, heavy metal. Ah, that's quite cool. That's a very useful article. I like things like this, where they show you the actual paints that they use. Could have been a bit longer though. Tanks, troops, and titans get a Legion Imperialis makeover. So the community have been sent these early and for free to paint them and to show you them in purple and things. Then you've got the Red Gobbo's third clue is a mighty mind melter. Some prizes. So these are the prize winners. Congrats. World Champions, Warhammer preview, all of the reveals. So it's kind of all of the reveals, kind of isn't all of the reveals. You have to click. It doesn't. You have to click on each one to find out a bit more. So let's go through this. Warhammer 40,000. We've got Orican, the Diviner. Yeah, it's nice. Another Necron with a tail and a cube thingy. Like the armor. Quite cool. They do need it though, you know, the characters. I did say when they released Necrons like over 3 years ago that it would be nice to refresh the characters, and yeah, we've now got them. Got this Crusade book, Pariah Nexus. I really hope that the rules for these aren't just confined with this, and we do get them in the Codex, which is this year, they said. Remember that, guys. Pepperidge Farm remembers. They actually wrote that on one of these articles that the Necron Codex is this year. Then for Dark Angels, very, very excited with this model. Asmodai. You've got a miniature, you've got a little miniature Doctor Doom there for the Lion, if you so wish. I think that's what I'm going to build him as, with the hood. Rather than just showing his helmet, although he has got one of the coolest helmets. I'm not a massive fan of all this smoke coming from his power plant, but it is optional. Look, they show just the power plant. Look, 2 backpacks. They call it backpacks. It is a power plant. One pouring out clouds of enigmatic smoke. So you don't have to use that smoke. I think it does look a bit cartoony. No matter how they paint it. Yes, it's smoke, but with the highlighting and the shading and things, it looks more like kind of grey slime or oil. It's hard to get right, but I'm not going to use the smoke. Then we've got the new Deathwing. These look awesome, and it does give me hope for different sized proportion Grey Knights, because they're not Primaris. They've never brought out any Primaris Grey Knights for obvious reasons. Do you need me to bring up a load of books to explain why? Probably not. But yeah, you've got these new Deathwing, and I'll definitely be picking them up. They look so cool. They look very cool and beefy. I just wish their poses were a bit more dynamic, rather than poses from the previous editions, from many previous editions. These ones look nice too, but then they've got the smoke effect for the little watcher. This might be a theme that they'll push, these smoke effects for Dark Angels. For Age of Sigmar, you've got the Mad King Rises, Usheron, the Mortarch of Delusion, and the Flesh Eater Courts. So rejoice, rejoice, it's dinner time. Usheron, something out of Elden Ring, right, guys? This is, or Bloodborne. This is just fantastic. What a lovely mini. Absolutely brilliant. Is this even in plastic? I mean, it looks great. There's a lot of detail on there. Oh, look at this, like, person that's in his cloak. Like, is that person alive? Is he I don't know what's going on, but it's so cool that it's got like people in his cloak. There's so much detail going on. I don't know whether it is resin. I guess it's in plastic, but I want to get this model because it's just gorgeous. Yeah, the Mad King Rises. Fantastic. You can see where they got their inspiration from. And then you've also got some Flesh Eater Court new models. Crypt Guard. Wow, that's a nice drum. Just using heads as drumsticks or headsticks. This banner with, some skin on it. Fantastic. This guy, yeah, this is more grimdark. This is more grimdark than 40k right now. These as well with some axes, some knights. Oh wow, these look cool. Look at them. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like them. I'm not sure about the face and whole, munching on the arm there, but this skin and the skeleton on the top looks great. Wow. And then Vargulf Courtiers. Quite nice. And then an Abhorrent Cardinal. I'd love to collect these. These are fantastic. Royal Decapitator. Brilliant model. And then a army set. Wow. Okay. I might have to pick that up. That looks very gruesome and cool. And look at that. Artwork is brilliant. I might have to pick them up. Very, very cool. When do we get these? Doesn't say. Fantastic. Great. Thanks for that. Then Underworlds, Dagox, Stab Lads. So some short legs for you. Some Cruel Boys. And that's it. Okay, so it's just like a warband. Horus Heresy, though. Wow, finally. Still, let's not forget, we're going to get tiny plastic Mark 6 Assault Space Marines before we get these ones, though. But it's nice that these have finally been previewed. I'm looking forward to these. I think a lot of people will pick these up. They look awesome. I think it's odd the way they've gone with these, with the torsos as well, and the chest. I'm not sure whether we can attach them to existing kits. This is the thing. It's a box of 10 plastic Assault Space Marines. It would be nice if they were compatible, but my feeling is that they're not, because the legs and the torso aren't kind of separate, if that makes sense. They're kind of integrated. So I'm not sure we can just put the jump packs on standard Mark 6. We'll see, because these poses they're on the ground, aren't they? They're clearly on the ground, fighting about. They're not flying around. And if that's the case, it would also be cool to use those leg poses from the standard kit for these. We'll see. We'll see if we can do that. Necromunda, a new vehicle. It is the Tauros. I'm sure we already had a Tauros. But anyway, you've got a twin stubbers or twin concussion cannons. Yeah, concussion cannons, all right. I think concussion cannons look better though. Kind of look like railguns, don't they? Then Kill Team Night Lords. Wow. So we're going to be paywalled some new Kill Team miniatures into Kill Team. I don't know which other unit we're going to have next to them. Is it going to be Dark Angels? I don't know. But these look great. Really like the look of these. Fantastic. Finally, we get some new Night Lords. They're very colourful, though. They're very sort of cartoony, bright colours. But this cloak is awesome. And look at that weapon wrapped in like a bronze rib cage. It looks great. Then for Old World, we've got the Necrolith Bone Barge. It's in plastic. Yeah, it's great. I like how it completely goes off the base as well. Very nice. You can either build a Tomb King or High Priest, you can either build a Tomb King, High Priest, or Necrolith Bone Dragon. Great. It's fantastic that we've actually got a Bone Dragon. Yeah, I'm very, very tempted picking up these Tomb Kings, as I completely missed them. First time around. I just wasn't into Warhammer back then. And that's it for all the sort of previews. A lot of previews, a lot to cover. Then they've got their individual articles. I won't go through each of them because I've just now covered them. But that was all from early this morning, very early this morning. they were previewing them. So obviously, you know, it being Saturday morning, we now got a good look at them. So let's go on over to Games Workshop store and have a look what's up for pre-order today, all that Legions, Imperialis stuff. Well, I would love to give you a look at all the pre-orders and things today, but Games Workshop have a queue system in place, and their queue system at the moment is 52 minutes, and I'm not going to sit here and wait for 52 minutes just then to spend 5 to 10 minutes talking about the pre-orders and what to spend money on and things. I'm not sure why there needs to be a pre-order queue or anything like that. It's not like this is going to be really, really popular, I don't think. So what we're going to do is instead look at a shop that isn't a queue, and we can just look at the range straight away. So if we click on right here, this is on Element Games. Strongly suggest you buy all your Imperialis stuff from here. Let's have a little look. So firstly, we've got Hammers of Sigmar First Forge. This would normally cost you 10 quid, but you can pick it up for 8. So this is the paperback. You can pre-order that today. You've got the Legions Imperialis Kratos Heavy Tank. Normally that's 30 quid, but you can pick it up for 24. When it says Squadron, the Legions Imperialis Legiones, the Astartes Infantry, normally would cost you £30. Looks like you get Command Squad, some Terminators, some Marines, and some Contemptor Dreadnoughts. Then you've got the Baneblade Squadron. Again, I assume you get 3, but you could get 2. You've got the Administratum, 80 quid. Ho-ho, but this is a big, big box. Normally it costs you 100 quid, but yeah, I'm all up for that. That looks quite cool. 80 quid is a lot though, even for that. You got some ruined buildings for £45. Not too bad, but already, even with a discount, that's £116 just for scenery, not including the boards, which I can't see. You've got the Thunderhawk, it's back, £24, or normally would cost you 30 for one. I think that's a lot for what it is. Thunderhawk inflation, or Thunderflation as I like to call it, that did cost me £26, so it's gone up by £4 in a year. You got the Questoris Knights, normally they cost you £27.50, you can pick them up for £22. Then you've got the Rhino detachment. So if you look very carefully on the box, it does say how many you get. So there's 4, so you're actually getting 4 Kratoses in there. For the miniatures, the infantry, you're getting 106. It's quite a lot. 106 miniatures for 24 quid. The Baneblades, you're getting 2 Baneblades there. I mean, they are a fair bit bigger than the Kratoses. For the Administratum, you're getting 16 pieces, 16 buildings. For the actual buildings, you're getting 38 pieces, which is quite nice. Thunderhawk, you're getting 1. The Questoris Knights, you're getting 3. So that's as usual. For the Rhinos, you're getting a whopping 10 Rhinos, more Rhinos than you probably ever need. You've got the Solar Auxilia Infantry, 104 miniatures, so I think that's the same as the Space Marine side. You're getting Legions Imperialis, the Horus Heresy. It's still available to pre-order. Normally cost you £120, but now cost you 96. So that's nice. I'm thinking you get the rule book in there as well. I'd like to hope so. The Reaver Battle Titan, £30 for one Battle Titan. This is with Melter, Cannon and Chain Fist, so not the other one, I don't think. Then you've got some books. You've got Sea of Souls in paperback for $7.99. Temple of Silence for $16. I think that's hardback. Last Valarian paperback for $7.99. And then a Warlord Titan with Plasma Annihilator for a whopping £56. Very nice though. Quite a project. Not as big as a Imperial Knight. I don't know why other people thought that that was the case. You know, the Warmaster isn't even as big as a Imperial Knight. But there we go. Very nice sets of Legions Imperialis. I'm not picking any of this up. Anyway, even though I've been in the queue, my estimated time has actually increased from 52 minutes to 54, which is an absolute joke. So we won't carry on with the Games Workshop web store. That will be it for the video. While we've been talking, though, the Administratum has just become unavailable. Probably available elsewhere, though. What do you guys think of all the pre-orders and the preview event and things? I think they're very nice minis. What they've are you going to be picking up Legions Imperialis before Christmas as a little Christmas project? I think that would be quite cool to do that over Christmas. Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. It'd be good to hear from you. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.